What is up, everybody? This is Ambulance Boy, and today I'm going to be showing you my Wilderness first aid kit. So this is Molle compatible, as you can tell, and I got it for my backpack. It was around $13 on Amazon, and it came with a nice rubber patch and trauma shears inside, which I'm going to show you. So this is very well made pouch. It's water resistant. That's one thing that you definitely have to look for. Either get waterproof or a water resistant first aid bag, because if not, you're going to get all your instruments and bandages all wet inside, and it's just not a good thing at all. So definitely go with that. It has nice Molle straps on the back, has a rubber inside, keeps the form much better, very good quality. The snaps are good. We have a nice hole on the bottom for drainage. And then we have nice 2 zippers here. So you just open it like that, and then it just kind of folds out like that. And it has nice elastic on the side, as you can see on both sides. And that keeps everything from falling out and this from just opening up, because this is going to be on a backpack. So if you're opening it, you don't want everything to just fall right out. So this works really, really well for me. So let's look at the first set of stuff. So here I have all my big dressings. I have abdominal pads, giant gauze pads. We have gauze bandage for just holding it down. Antimicrobial hand wipes. So these are really good for cleaning your hands. I also have iodine for cleaning wounds. 2 tongue depressors. Now these are really good for making finger splints if you break your finger. And you can also use it for a lot of other things. Another thing that I decided to add was a mask, just in case blood is spraying anywhere and you don't know the person. It's good to have a mask, and then a little gauze pad in there. So what I do with my first aid stuff is I put it in Ziploc bags, because that will keep it dry. So this is really, really important to do, because just in case this ever gets submerged in water, all my gear inside is still going to be dry and usable. So that's really, really important to have. So I would suggest either getting like a Ziploc bag or something that will keep your supplies dry. Next up, we have this nice little area here for putting in pens or whatever you want. I used it to put tape, a pen for making a tourniquet. Since I actually don't have a ready-made tourniquet, I just make one with a cravat and a pen. Probably gonna get one soon, but for now I just have it like that. And also pens are good for writing, so no duh. So this is really important to have if you need to write the time you put on a tourniquet, or you need to remember something. Pens are always handy to have. Next up, we have a pen light. Now this is good for it's just good because you can use it for lighting up a wounded area and just see what's going on. Also, you can check pupils. Probably not going to be that important in the wild, but it's always good to have. Next up, we have nice tweezers. Now these are always good to have in a survival kit, because you're going to get lots of little pricks and things from thorns and splinters. So these are really important to have. Just pull out anything that gets in your skin. Then we also have this nice little pouch under here, and what I use that for is the emergency blanket. Now these are really, really important to have. If you don't have one in your first aid kit, I would definitely suggest you getting one. These are very, very just compact, and they work wonderfully if someone is in shock. You need to keep them warm. So this is definitely going to keep you warm. It's going to reflect your body heat. So this is very, very important to have. And yeah, so we have even more of this. If you want to put any other type of gauze, roller gauze or anything, you can just fit it inside there. Next up, we have what a bunch of my buddies call vet wrap, because you see this a lot at veterinarian offices. But the difference between that and this is latex free, so this works really, really well for just holding down bandages as well, and also for making splints, because this will stick to itself and it just gives nice pressure. So this is really, really good to have, and it's already sealed, so it's not going to get wet and it's not going to get ruined. So this is really, really good to have. Next up, we have very, very necessary trauma shears. Now these are the baby's ones, as you can see. They're very, very small, and they're really important to have because you're definitely going to need to expose wounds, cut off clothing, cut bandages, and just make it the right size. So these are really important to have. And a nice thing about this, if you don't know, is it has a lip here, and they're bent this way because when you're cutting off clothing, you don't want to cut the person. So this, as you can see, it can rub against my skin, just causes minor scratch, but it does not cut the skin or break the skin. So these are really, really important to have. And you can actually cut a penny with these. Now this is really cool because that's how strong they are. I haven't tried it out with this one. I'm going to leave in the description below. I actually have my main jump bag, and I have a pair that actually can cut a penny in half. And I have done it before. It's really funny. Next up, we have our Hemostat. These are good for stopping arterial bleed, if of course you can see it. So if the wound is open and you see the artery, you can just clamp it. Also, these work well for just, if the tweezer doesn't work, these definitely will work. You can grab it and you just lock it like that and then pull out. That's also what I use these for. Also, if you don't have enough free hands and you need to just hold something or hold a bandage together, just use these. So these are really good. I only have one of them. I should probably get more, but this is a Hemostat. Next up, we have Bandage Scissors. So they're pretty much the same as the trauma shears, but I had these before the trauma shears, so I just put them in. It's good to actually keep these separate, because this is going to be all bloody, and this is only going to be cutting bandages. So this is still going to be clean enough. So that's also important to have. Next up, we have 2 cravats. Now these are great for making slings for arm injuries. These are very, very important. And I have 2 of them in case I need to make a tourniquet. These work wonderfully for making tourniquets, as well as just keeping the sling in place. You make the sling and then you wrap it around the torso to keep the arm from moving. So I have 2 of them, always handy. Next up, we have our insect bite swabs. Now this makes a lot of sense to have inside a wilderness first aid kit, because you are definitely going to get stings and bites. So yeah, these are really good. And then of course we have our gloves in the back. Very, very, very important. Gloves are just cheap, small, just easy to have in a first aid bag. They don't take a lot of room, and they are always necessary to keep you safe. If you have cuts on your hands or you don't know a person, definitely have gloves. They might save your life, and I'm not even joking. Next up, we have our smaller bandages. We just have Band-Aids inside here. Small gauze pads. I have some eye pads in here in case of an eye injury. And of course, it's inside the Ziploc bag to keep it dry. And yeah, so all this stuff fits inside this little pouch, and I really, really do like that. As you can see, this thing is so deflated now. So yeah, this is my wilderness first aid kit. I hope you guys liked the video and maybe got some good advice out of it. If you liked this video, please leave a like and subscribe. If you have anything good to say, leave it in the comments. If you don't, then leave it to yourself. See you guys later.